Hey there, it's Kendra, and today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on this look using the Too Faced Boudoir eyes. This used to be one of my favorite palettes. I love the little tin ones from Too Faced, and I've been doing a lot of YouTube watching lately, trying to get inspired for looks for Valentine's Day, and I saw someone using this from a few years ago, and I was like, oh my god, I still love that palette. So this is just a sultry eye, mostly with purples and grays, and then a pop of color on the lip. And I thought this would be great for the impending Valentine's Day or just something you'd wear in the evening. So if you want to see how I did this, keep watching. I'm starting off with a clean face. I'm just going to tuck my hair back before I prime using the Kat Von D Lock-It Featherweight Primer. And I'm rubbing this all over my face and neck with my fingers. Now I'm going to use the Tarte Hybrid Gel Foundation, and I'm in the shade Empowered. And I'm just dabbing this all over my face using my Real Techniques Beauty Blender. And now I'm going to conceal my under eyes using the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer. This is my favorite concealer. I use it every day. And I'm just going to press that in using my Micro Beauty Blender. And I'm going to bake my face using the RCMA No Color Powder. This thing is terrifying to use, but it works so well. And I'm just dipping my BB blender back in and putting it everywhere where I crease, so under my eyes, my nose, and my chin. Now I'm going to contour using the NYX Matte Bronzer in Deep Tan, and I'm just using an Ulta angled contour brush. And I'm specifically focusing on my cheekbones, my neck, and around my collarbone. And now I'm going to buff everything in using this e.l.f. Kabuki brush. And then brush away the bake with this e.l.f. complexion brush. I'm going back in with that bronzer, and I'm just using the small Sephora contour brush to contour the smaller parts of my face, so underneath my lower lip and then my nose. I'm awful at contouring my nose, I don't know why I even try. And I'm going to blend that in using the MAC 15-9 brush. And now I'm using Frat Boy by the Balm for a nice pop of color on my cheeks. And I'm just applying this with the Real Techniques blush brush. Now to highlight, I'm using the Jeffree Star Skin Frost in the shade Ice Cold. And this is just the Sephora Featherweight Blending Brush. I'm doing my cheekbones, the tip of my nose, and my Cupid's bow. Now to prime my eyes, I'm using the Urban Decay Primer Potion all over my lid and up to my brow. Time for the eyeshadow. I'm using the Too Faced Boudoir eyes. And I'm starting off with that first shade in the buff, and I'm just using a fluffy shader brush. And I'm going into the inner corners of my eyes, up to my brow, pretty much everywhere except for the lid. And now I'm going in with that shade Birthday Suit using a Sigma angled shader brush. And I'm using this as my transition shade, so I'm going above the crease, focusing on the outer corner, all the way into the inner corner. And now I'm going in with that purpley shade called Voulez-Vous using a Sigma blending brush. And I'm focusing on the outer corners, but I'm fading it into the crease to give it that nice faded smoky look. And now I'm cleaning everything up using the MAC 224 brush, just to make everything look soft and blended. And now I'm going to that dark shade called French Tickler, and I'm using an e.l.f. detail brush just to smoke it out underneath my lower lash line. And now I'm going to soften that using the Sigma pencil brush. And now I'm going to prime just my lids using the Jessie's Girl Eye Primer. I didn't have any glitter glue. I would usually use glitter glue for this, but I was all out. And now I'm going with the Balm Overshadow in the shade Work is Overrated. And I'm just packing that all over my lid using a really stiff shader brush. And I'm going to touch up that crease with Voulez-Vous again in the Sephora Finishing Crease Brush, just to clean up any smudging from that overshadow. And now I'm going in with the ID Bare Minerals Loose Pigment in the shade Ice Queen and just a shower head brush that I got off Amazon. After spraying it with Fix Plus, I'm going to put that in the inner corner and then buff it out with an e.l.f. blending brush. And I'm just lining my eyes, just the upper lash line, and I'm not doing a wing because I am terrified to do that, especially on camera. Working on it. Keeping with the sultry theme, I'm using the Too Faced Better Than Sex Mascara. And I'm really applying that heavily, probably a little too heavily. It gets a little clumpy. To change it up with my brows, I'm using the Maybeline Brow Drama Kit. And I'm just using that really waxy shade in the middle. That's not the powder, but like the moussey shade. And I'm using a Real Techniques angled brush just to fill in my brows. And now for lips, I'm using the Revlon Color Stay Liquid Lip in the shade Miracle Mauve. And now I'm going to set everything using the NYX Dewy Finish Setting Spray. And while I'm letting that dry, I'm going to put on my favorite perfume. And this is the completed look.